This might be a longer video, but as you can see, I was paid $13.50 just to make sure. You can see my pay stubs. So this one is October 2nd to October 15th. Now, it's falsified records, honestly, in my pay. So this is my name, Deanna Joseph, obviously, where I work for, so forth. It's falsified because, look at this. Yeah. So it says that I've been paid $14 an hour since July 23rd, 2024, right? And it tries to have this thing where it even says data changes right here. So it's specifically saying the purpose of changing this is data changes. Kind of admitting to falsification there. Instead, my pay at July 23rd was actually this, $12.75. And then they also removed the part where it specifically says $13.50. I'll show you the actual records of my pay stubs later. But specifically, where is it? Okay, so as you saw, I specifically show you my pay here. So you can see this is my most recent pay stub right here. This one is all of my back pay that they paid me, but they didn't put that on the screen, obviously. As you can see, they specifically excluded that and tried to just act like they paid me $14 all along. Well, that's not true, because you can look here and you'll see that specifically, look at some of my pay stubs back August 13th, for example. See right here, it specifically states that I made $12.75 per hour. I was not getting paid $14 an hour. Let's do another one. August 27th. Again, you can see that specifically I get paid $12.75. You could just go through all of these if you want. September is around the time when it starts to change, but it's still $12.75 for this paycheck. And then after that, I get overtime at some point. I think that's in the next, it's either in this one or the next one. No, it's $12.75 still here. The next pay is specifically $13.50, but it's also overtime. So you can see I got a little overtime, and then I got $13.50 in my regular time period, right? $13.50. I'll show you another one after this one. And specifically right here. Again. This one just shows my regular is $13.50. How much I made with $13.50. I will go all the way up to present day, because I got $13.50 up until recently, but they tried to falsify my records. And I really felt like that was really insulting to my intelligence, honestly. How could you think that I wouldn't screenshot the original pay history, but beats me how they thought they could just slip and do that. But this is overtime again. So I got a little overtime, 0.066 overtime. But then I got my regular pay as usual, $13.50, $13.50. Then some overtime. But yeah, my regular pay was $13.50. And then this one shows my regular pay is $13.50. Overtime is $20.25. So I got 0.18 of overtime. My regular pay is $13.50. Alright. And then no, oops. Next one, after my birthday. Again, I get a little bit of overtime, like 1.5 hours, and then I have $13.50, $13.50, $13.50. Regular pay is $13.50. And then on December, again, I get paid $13.50, $13.50, $13.50. It is what it is. They literally committed wire fraud. It's just crazy. $13.50, $13.50, $13.50. As you can see, the next one is, where is it? Oh, right here. All right. $13.50, as you can see. Regular hours are $13.50. My pay is $13.50 up until this most recent week of pay. I have always been paid $13.50. $13.50. $13.50. Again, $13.50. Yep. Again, another $13.50. Then again, $13.50. Again, $13.50. Yep, $13.50. $13.50. $13.50. $13.50. $13.50. Yeah. Again, $13.50. I did that one already. $13.50. So you can see that week is shorter, obviously, because of the retaliation. That's when I told them about the whole comment about Nick saying how he specifically didn't want to promote black women. I have text messages on that and everything. Anyway, $13.50, more $13.50. All right. $13.50. Then this is the last check that was $13.50. As you can see, $13.50. Now on this check here is where I get my back pay and where they finally decide to pay me $14 an hour. This is why I say it's specifically fraud, because specifically they give me $14 for my regular rate, but they don't actually state when did I start getting paid $14 an hour. Oh, see, look at this. They're literally showing how they're paying me here. But over here, they say my pay has been $14 an hour. Wait, let me show. $14 an hour, right here, since July 23rd, when I just showed you it's not $14 an hour. They gave me back pay, as you can see, right here. Wait for it to come. Sorry. But you can see right here, it specifically shows that they're paying me back my back pay. See? Sorry. But this is my regular pay is $14 an hour, $14 an hour. And then they specifically put some overtime or things of that nature. And then after that, they show like different time periods they're paying me back for, specifically, I think, back pay, from what I understand. yeah, generally just back pay. More back pay. More back pay. And more back pay. I guess. I really don't know how they're doing it mathematically, but this is supposedly back pay. Someone can do the math on this if this is actually correct. I'm just showing everything here from everything that they're adding. I see what they're doing there. Okay. Yeah, but this is generally like the back pay that they're paying me back, basically, for all the way back to July, right? So that's the problem that I'm having here, is they specifically tried to claim on here that they paid me $14 an hour. But as you saw on my record, on my pay stubs, you can see that I was not paid $14 an hour. I actually have the actual records. The actual records read, sorry. No. Shoot. Right here. It's under screenshots for me. So let me see my screenshots right here. Right. Right here. This is the actual pay change history. This is the actual records. But they changed it to the other records I specifically showed you right here. So this is fraud. Literally, it's fraud because it got rid of the $13.50 and tried to make it seem like I got paid $14 an hour on July 23rd, which is not true. So that's why I was just showing you all the pay stubs I've had, just to show that this is obviously fraud. This isn't real. It's fake. And specifically, this is actually what my records actually look like. So, that's all I have to say. Thanks. All right, bye, guys.